This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On third down, here's Jones. And he will find his way forward to about the 23-yard line. You would call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. On fourth down, here's Green Bay's third-year punter, J.K. Scott. Back deep, Adoree Jackson. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And it'll be Titan football.
32-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now first and 10 at about the 32. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Titans. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
He was brought down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
A gain of 11.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff to Henry. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
On 2nd down, it's Henry, and he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Looking for the end zone. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
Rodgers
got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Tannehill. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score, Titans 14, Packers nothing.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers making the catch is Sternberger. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
It's a gain of
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. CD, that's the second time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. First target, first catch, and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And again, it's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30. The 20. 10. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. So a pretty wild turn of events there. Instead of a sure 3 points, it's 6 the other direction.
And if you're kicking in the NFL, that should be pretty much automatic, but I don't think that's on him at all. The protection broke down. That led to the block.
And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Titans 21, Packers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. A give to Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
The Packers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. The give is to Jones. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Rodgers with a handoff to...
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Intended for Marcus.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go back to the ground with Jones. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now it's Rodgers. To the tight end and complete. It's Sternberger over the middle. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. And he's got this down to the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. That is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
The 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. This is Jones. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Throwing is Rodgers. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
24-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Jones as the first half is winding down. And the Packers get a score closer. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
The score, Titans 21, Packers 7. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First down, Tennessee.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
24's the mark. You got nothing. You got nothing. Right.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked.
In
second down.
A.J. Brown, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up. 44's the mark. 44's the mark. Check. Quick.
Here's Tannehill. He's going to float this over the middle deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory.
Number 82.
A big play that time for the Titans. 63 yards. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Shaun Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. The point after try for Gostkowski. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Titans 28, Packers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now this time Rodgers will throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And Jones has it over the middle. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Tannehill. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
A gain of 9 yards.
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Here we go. 30. 54.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Henry on the carry.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Check it out. Play.
Off play action, Tannehill. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown.
3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
He's going to go up top for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
There by Earl Thomas.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
12-yard line.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
That is caught inside the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. It's good, and it's now 35-14.
Makes the score Titans 35. Packers 14. Mason Crosby to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Tannehill. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. And the Titans first down.
Here we go. 28.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
14.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give to Henry. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They keep it with Henry on first down. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Titans 42, Packers 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They'll run it with Jones. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Packers on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Rodgers going to throw. He sets to fire deep, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Packers go for it. Rodgers. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Aaron Jones.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead,
rush coming, and he's taken down. It's a safety blitz and a sack for Earl Thomas.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
You got 58. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Jump.
Here's a give to Jones running left. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Titans 49, Packers 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
At the 26.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the move to his left. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Rodgers. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Mike, 55.
Rodgers to throw once more. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Johnson.
Rodgers.
That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
15 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. On the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 21-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
A gain of 40 yards. And the Titans' 1st down. Tonight's final score, Titans.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tennessee, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year.